Guys, Dylan Tommy here. Gonna do a really cool Paludarium update right now. I finally got its inhabitants in here and give them a sneak peek because they've only been in the tank for about 4.5 hours and he's doing pretty good. There's 3 of them, 3 fire belly newts, and they're great. I'm stoked. Check out this guy. I'm surprised that as soon as he got into the tank, he headed right up the substrate, right up the face, and he's hanging up there in the drip, in the wetness. And I think that's just great behavior. But yeah, excited about my my fire bellies. What I notice is that they're not incredibly agile creatures. They seem very clumsy to me. And there's actually a lot of flow in this tank, and they're very tiny. So hopefully I can build up their strength and grow them out. They seem very thin. So hopefully this paradise habitat that I have here for them will help in their development, and I can grow these guys out. Really cool species. Definitely excited to have them here in the Paludarium. Ideally, when you create habitats, you decide what species you want to keep and you build the habitat to accommodate a certain species. And as you guys know, building out this Paludarium was more about experimenting with this new habitat type. So adding these new firebelly newts has been just a perfect circumstance to add to this Paludarium, because I found that they're the exact species I need to keep in a habitat that's wet like this, you know, a large water portion, and areas for them to have some terrestrial life, but most adults spend a lot of time in this water feature. I'll say this one thing, and I know that you fish keepers or any kind of keepers can agree with me. When you get that certain inhabitant, and it could be a fish or it could be anything, but it captivates you and it keeps you at the tank and it keeps you mesmerized watching their behavior, even if their behavior isn't so spectacular. But I gotta tell you, that's where I'm at with these new inhabitants. Haven't kept them before, but this tank has got me mesmerized. I can't turn my eyes off it. So I'm hanging out in here and enjoying my new fire bellies. Because like I said, they're an inhabitant right now that has me mesmerized. And I'm really enjoying these guys. He just looks so cool right here. Majestic even. On his perch. Such a cool species. And they're very active too. I like that. I didn't want to put some kind of inhabitant in here that was just gonna hide and be dormant. These guys are all over the place. And I'm glad I added the 3 of them rather just one, you know. I think it's even a pair. I think the trio is much better. And there's plenty of room in here. Eventually I could probably add some other different species of salamanders or newts. But I definitely think it's the exact correct inhabitant for this type of biotope and this type of habitat. So it'll be cool to update this tank without having to talk about the plants and the moss. We'll get to check out these guys because they are really cool. And this is day 1 for them. You guys have a good one. Hang on.